Alright, welcome back to another game of climbing the ranked ladder, and what a climb it has been and continues to be. Yeah, it's been a little special, not gonna lie. Definitely been a harder climb than I was anticipating just in general, but you know what, that's okay, here we are. Alright, looking at the opposing team. What do I think they're going to bring? That is very hard to say. But I think that what I need to bring is going to be the Fake Out crew. Yep, so we're going to bring standard balance score. That's going to be the Incineroar, Rillaboom, and Calyrex, and Zamazenta. And I will admit, so back when this regulation came out, I was immediately excited about Cali Shadow and Zamazenta, and had a difficult time kind of working with them, but have decided to go back to them, largely because I am, largely because of what I'm attempting to, well, yeah, what I'm working on learning in this circumstance. Right now, the thing that I'm predominantly focused on is figuring out an effective way of, basically figuring out the balance core and fake out cycling and whatnot. I suspect I'm going to take a big old attack from the Tinkaton. Can't say that I'm hugely fond of that. I think, actually, you know what? No. We're going to do a Flare Blitz into the Tinkaton, and I'm just going to protect on the Calyrex. And I think what they're going to do is protect on Landorus and go for a knockoff from the Tinkaton into the Calyrex. Nope, apparently not. Okay. Oh, no, they just go for a fake out Sandsear Storm. Unexpected, but effective. Critical hit. Crit might have mattered. This particular Incineroar is very heavily invested. I can't say that I like that at all, but, you know, that happens. Alright, Rillaboom, come here. So, yeah, it makes me wonder whether or not that might be a choice Scarf outfitted Landorus. Regardless, I think it's time to fire back with a big ol' Astral Barrage and then just kind of see where we're at from there. I suspect that's an Assault-vested Tinkaton. That seems to be the primary version of Tinka that's been showing up recently. So, if that is, in fact, a Scarfed Landorus, then the Fake Out plus Astral Barrage will remove it from play before it actually has a chance to do anything. But we'll see. We will see. Yeah, well, it's always difficult to tell in close situations, right? Okay, and there we go. It's not a Scarfed. It's a Life Orb. Yep, it's a Life Orb Landorus. So, well, that's cool. Well, we get to see how much damage Calyrex gets to do to the Tinkaton. If it does over 50%, well, actually, we would need it to like 60% or so with the Aggressive Terrain Recovery. And not even like 40. Tinkaton Hammer. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, that did not hurt as much as I was expecting it to. Alright, so a little bit of a different turn here. I think we go for the knockoff into the Tinkaton, and we're going to actually protect the Calyrex this turn, get a little more of that Grassy Terrain Recovery. Then in the following turn, the plan is Grassy Glide into the Landorus and Astral Barrage, which theoretically should pick up the double KO. Assuming that Rillaboom is still standing, which he will be, because they went for another Sandsear Storm. And Rillaboom can definitely tank that, assuming that it hit in the first place, which it did not. They go for the Play Rough into the Calyrex, which bounces off. Okay. Bounces off the Protect. Here's the knockoff. Boop. That actually did very respectable damage. There goes the Assault Vest on the Tinkaton. Cool. That puts the Tinkaton within knockout range based off of the initial amount of damage that we did. Alright, Grassy Glide into the Landorus is meant to break the Focus Sash if they have one. then allowing Calyrex to clean up from there, since it is a priority methanol. This then gives us the flexibility of next turn rotating into Zamazenta as needed. There we go. And here comes the Terraghost Astral Barrage from Calyrex. Again, this should pick up the double KO. Yep, there we go. Okay. So very effective cleanup there. Good job, Calyrex. Good job, Rillaboom. And that gives us a +2 on the special attack department. So the real question is I'm kind of anticipating that they have the 2 dragons in the back. Yeah, big question is going to come down to what exactly... Well, I guess one, did they bring the 2 dragons? There's the Zekrom. And there's Reshiram. I wonder if either of them is carrying a Focus Sash. It is not particularly clear at the moment, unfortunately. Actually. No, we need to... Okay. Need to make plays and considerations based off of most likely circumstance, as well as what is going to be most difficult for my team to overcome. The answer is the Fire-type attacks from the Reshiram are going to actually be way more problematic for Zamazenta to deal with, not to mention that it's a special attacker. Oh, well, that'll do. But yeah, so that was the thought process behind putting the Grassy Glide into Reshiram, is that if they had a Focus Sash on the Reshiram, that would break the Focus Sash, allow Calyrex to move first, pick up the knockout with the double, and then even if Zekrom had survived for whatever reason, we'd still be in good shape. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. Great game to my opponent, as always, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. And yeah, look forward to seeing you in the next one.